Hello, welcome to our channel. This is 10 September 2025. Welcome to the middle of September. Can you believe it's almost budget time? So they're going to have this budget crisis again like they do every 3 months. Only a third of the government is funded on the 1st of October, so don't panic. Democrats are going to say Trump's going to cut out the vets and Trump's going to kill the older people. Bunch of lies. You can't trust anything the government says anymore. And they just came out with the worst revision in history for jobs. It is the worst revision in history. So, but first, a little note from our advertiser. If you bought one silver coin since we started this show every month, you will. This is just 20 silver coins. We made over $200 in the last 3 months on it. Silver's making a run. It's going to continue to make a run as they continue to consider lowering interest rates. We're going to see gold and silver go through the roof. So we got a Noble Gold, 877-646-5347. We're going to check out their vaults this week. They've been awful busy, so they haven't called me back, which is unusual.
Well, let me just add to that real quickly that they've got a 10-ounce silver American flag bar and a 1-ounce silver American Eagle proof coin when you have a qualifying IRA.
Okay.
Cool.
On to the news. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help is the worst statement anyone could make. If they knock on your door and they're from the government, they're violating the law, lock your door and call the police and say there's armed people outside in front of my house. They have no identification because the government rarely has identification. So, I'm from the government. I'm here to help. Apparently, when Trump fired Eric McInturfer of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, she and the BLS have been lying about job statistics ever since 2007, when Russia pulled the bottom out of the oil market October 12th, and the stock market went from 14.2 to 6.9. Now already the CIA has changed those numbers, but we lived through it, and you lived through it, and you know exactly what the CIA did. And they pulled it. Well, we're not going to talk about the reasons. So this McInturfer, all Biden did was hire a bunch of weirdo gay people who lied. I mean, just weirdo. So they're just weird. So from 2021 to 2024, we've lost over 4 million jobs, not the 911,000 the BLS said. So after firing her, the truth is coming out. The actual job numbers from the IRS, April 2024 to March of 2025, is a loss of 911,000 jobs. Biden killed over 4 million jobs, brought in 40 million illegals, and whatever job openings there were, which were about 1 million, he filled them with illegal aliens.
Or they didn't exist.
Or they didn't exist, but we've got over 1 million illegal aliens that are now getting U.S. ID in violation of the United States Code 18 thanks to the judges, and Trump has made no arrests of the judges who are violating United States Code 18, which go to jail for 5 to 20 years with tens of thousands of dollars of fines. Trump has made no arrests. So in 2024, we lost 10 million square feet. They're still spraying us. I'm so sorry. We can't get Trump to stop that. From 2024 to we lost 10 million square feet of retail space. In 2025, we're going to lose 40 million square feet of retail space. We drove by Big Lots and all kinds of companies that are now closed. Thanks.
Well, Rite Aid been sold out to CVC.
CVC's taking over the Rite Aid.
Yeah.
Some of the Rite Aid buildings, but most of them were put out of business by a lawsuit and the federal government not paying Rite Aid for Medicare and Medicaid. They would bring the prescriptions in and the federal government refused to pay them, and then they sued them out of business.
Well, now, getting back to this negative payroll revision, this is going to be triggering a 50-point drop.
50 BS,
half a point in September rate cut. Too little, too late?
Yeah, way too little, too late, because we're going to lose 40 million square feet of retail space. Trump keeps talking about all these people coming in the country. Hyundai put in a battery factory. Turned out they brought in 400 illegal aliens to run the battery factory.
Yeah.
So Trump has said, you don't bring illegal aliens into this country to run your factories in America. You hire Americans.
That's right.
He should have seen that coming 1,000 miles away, but he didn't.
Well, at least he said something.
ICE raided it.
Yeah.
ICE found out. So the parts that are hit the worst are wholesale, retail, and of course the hotels and motels and restaurants.
Oh yeah, Vegas is dead. Been there.
Yeah, talk about that.
Oh well, I'll just make very quickly on that. My daughter lives. I fly into Vegas because that's the hub I fly in, and then she lives near. Yeah, and then I've got a good friend that lives near. So, anyway, I can't believe it's like a ghost town. And I was there on the off season, but still, it was still ghost townish. We stayed down at the D because there's free parking, but that's the only place there is.
Free
yeah, the hotel rates are horrible. Their fees, their hotel fees at the end that they charge you for, they're anywhere between $35 to $60 per night.
So they claim the hotel's $60 a night and hit you up with an additional
$60 for the fees, their lodging fees, and then they've got everything tightened down on the roulettes and the games.
Nobody's winning anything.
Nobody's winning nothing.
No, ding 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 ding.
And I remember how they used to come around and hear, "Would you like to have a drink?" And and you're playing and you could spend 2 hours with $20 and just have a blast. And they'd bring you drinks nope, gone. Restaurantes gone, all the good stuff.
That means Reno's deader than a doornail too.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Christy and I went to Oscars.
I remember that from Reno at the Arms Conference. People ding 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 getting all excited.
Oh God, it was so.
They had these.
Now
buckets.
It's like you go on the gaming floor, and it's like you can roll a bowling ball. It's just deserted. Anyway,
What's going to happen when they stop the food stamps from Emerald Queen? You know, all those people non-whites getting $600 a month in food stamps gambling. What's going to happen when they stop the food stamps from the gambling casinos?
Well, yeah, and then so we went down
You can't buy a candy bar, but by God, you can gamble. Go ahead.
We went to Oscars. We were,
okay.
And
a restaurant.
Yes, it's at the end of the downtown strip, and neither one of us eat much at all. So we went down there. We each had one little drink.
Okay.
And we had 3 little appetizers that were on happy hour. You know,
so
little
3
itty bitty.
happy hour appetizers.
They give it. One of them was a shrimp, and they gave us. Oh, and then listen to this. They charged you if you would buy the shrimp. How many shrimp would you like? Oh, I'd like 2. Okay, that's $5 per shrimp. And anyway, by the time we got done, we had one little meatball, and a couple of $85 for
plus tip.
Yeah, plus tip.
So that's $100 to get
to have an
2
appetizer,
meatballs, 2 shrimp.
And remember, they used to have their buffets for $4.99 and their $1.99 shrimp cocktails. All you could, yeah. Oh God, they were good. People would just flock. You felt like you were getting something of value. Now you feel like you're getting screwed. So
you get ripped off.
Well, yeah, that too.
You know, Emerald Queen these Indian casinos never had the $4.95 steaks. I remember going in Seattle after we did a TV show. We went up and we had a $2.95 T-bone steak at a casino, and it was really good.
Anyway, Vegas is not doing well, and the corporations have taken over, and everybody says it was run better when the mob was running it. It was run much better. Anyway,
well, plus they had the homeless, $10,000 a person per homeless to the city, and they're all over Vegas. They're all over Reno. They're all over Tacoma. We had gunshots again.
That is a very good indication of what's going on, and there's a lot of homeless in Vegas too. A lot. Anyway,
as soon as Trump cuts the budget for the homeless, they'll go away.
Well, maybe not.
Because
they got nowhere to go.
The city owners will say, "We don't need them in our city. Send them to Chicago."
Well, we'll see.
So we used to do in Princeton, $100, go to Chicago or we'll kill you.
Well, I don't know if they can do that anymore.
Oh, yeah, they can if they got any guts.
But where are they going to go?
L.A.
So anyway, that was my little story there. Vegas is dead. And so anyway, let's go back to what's happening.
I spent 3 days in Reno, and I gambled $20 in nickels. And I did this one-arm bandit, and things were going, and I put $1. So, oh my God, and now it's deader than a doornail with homeless all over the place, trash everywhere.
Yeah, people are not happy. There's not laughing and happiness walking up and down the strip like it used to be. It's like people have got they're sad and they're like they feel like they've been ripped off.
Well, when we went to Emerald Queen Casino that one time, I think we walked in, we spent $20 and watched everybody gamble.
Yeah, we were there for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's how long it took to lose $20.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, let's try $20. Ding, 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 ding. Less than 5 minutes, it's gone. But I was drinking. I was amping up with Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
And so we walked through, and it was a ghost town 10 years ago. The only thing holding it up is the EBT cards.
Well, people spent money. They're not spending it now.
No. So...
So getting back to our predicament.
Yeah, the government lies about everything. We're losing retail space. We're losing jobs. There has been no job creation since 2000.
No.
The only bump in job creation was when Trump took office. For 2 years, there was a bump in job creation. And after that, every single year, there has been a decrease in job numbers. Every single year since Russia pulled the bottom out of the oil market. We have not recovered. Payrolls have gone down. Paychecks have gone down. Inflation has gone up.
Let's talk about what their sneaky little plan is about revaluating gold.
Oh, yeah, so they can spend another $70 trillion.
Okay, so this is the deal. This is the dealio. So everybody's noticed that gold is going up, which is lovely, but it's going up. And and it's like it makes you wonder. Okay, because we all know it's manipulated. So you have to ask yourself, why are they doing this?
Why are they manipulating?
Why are they doing this?
Why are they raising it from $42.22 to $3,300?
Yes, that's just the magic number that we're picking out off the top of our head.
They can raise $800 billion and monetize it 100 to 1, which will raise $80 trillion. Pay everything off and say everything's fine.
Well, they're not going to pay it off. They're just going to say, look at. So we think what they're planning, because nobody's lending us, nobody's buying our bonds, and so they can't make like Japan give us money anymore.
No, there's no more money to steal.
So they're thinking, okay, now what are we going to do? We got to do something because we got to we got to do some tricky math and fool the people.
Europe can't afford our bonds anymore.
Nobody's
They're
buying
going
anything.
in the hole, and nobody's buying European bonds.
Everybody's going broke, or they're moving to the BRICS. Anyway, so what are they going to do? Well, somebody had an epiphany, or they had a nice Coke experience, and so what happened is they.
Or as Obama did.
Oh God! So this is what they're planning. This is brilliant, actually. They are going to revalue gold.
Right.
From remember it was 25, then 34, and then 42, and they're going to revalue gold to, let's just pick a number, like let's say $3,300 an ounce.
Yeah, although it may be $3,600.
Well, we don't know
because they might want $100 trillion.
So what they're going to do is revalue the gold, and then in their thinking, well, we're not raising taxes, so this is a good way that we can twist this so that the people think, oh, that's really good, I'm worth more money. And smoke and mirrors. Mm-hmm. So they are going to raise the price of gold, and then they're going to turn around and monetize it, and that gives them how much, Bill?
Well, all U.S. Treasury bonds have been monetized 1,000 to 1. So if we issue $1 billion or $1 trillion in Treasury bonds, it becomes 1,000 trillion. Now, when Merrill Lynch said 3 years ago they were managing $200,000 trillion of loans and assets, the 5 major banks were managing $1 billion trillion in assets. But the 10 major banks are managing $2 trillion. Now that's doubled to 4 trillion billion.
Okay, so
or billion, trillion.
Yeah, I mean it's just too many zeros.
There's zeros,
yeah.
And so now the U.S. government will probably go not 100 to 1, but 1,000 to 1, and have $800 trillion to spend, which will cause what to happen to prices?
Oh, wait for it. Inflation like there's no tomorrow. So it's the smoke and mirrors. They're just revaluating out of thin air, and they're going to make gold go up. They are going to say, "Oh, look we have all this money. We're the wealthiest country in the world." And
yes.
And we don't have any debt per se. Our debt to value, is way up there, and Because what is it? Venezuela is $400 GDP to debt.
Oh, China.
Yeah. Oh,
The
somebody.
Chinese economy, they can't afford
So
the
anyway,
bonds.
that's going to make us look like we are really something.
Russia is the only one that can afford their bonds. Everybody else has been led by the demons, the Rothschilds, to go way far into debt. Japan's like 200 to 1 GDP, the real debt. China, India, they're all drowning in debt, and the
Right.
Rothschilds are sitting
Right.
back laughing.
So what's going to happen? It's going to make them look like they're smelling like a rose, and they're going to turn around, and it's going to cause massive inflation, massive civil unrest, and
In the
I can just see
meantime,
it coming.
Arthur Daniel Midlands is going to suppress the price of crops so that their corporations can buy the farmland, and then the farmland can be owned by BlackRock. And the farmland, the fishing boats, and the ranches will be owned by one company. That's called National Socialism, Sieg Heil. We have no anti-monopoly laws. We are a Nazi government. We have a national Nazi government. Just
So,
like Hitler had.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
I mean, this is what Bill and I are thinking is going to be happening, and you know, they have to massage everything as they bring it around, and
When in doubt, they take you to
WAR.
WAR. So Poland said, Russia fired drones into Poland. Well, the drones
Russia,
don't have that range.
Well, Russia said, show us the proof.
Those were Ukrainian drones, just like
right.
a year ago. Russia fired drones into Poland. We have to attack Russia. Well, Poland, you were overrun. Then you were overrun in 1914. You were overrun in 1941, and then you were overrun in 1945. You're going to get overrun again. Poland, you're going to end up with all dead people like you did in W2.
Well, Poland is, as we all
WW2.
know, it is a NATO country.
It's a big flat country that gets overrun every war.
And somebody is manipulating this because Russia says, "Hey, show us the proof." And you know, they did this about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
they did
said,
the same thing.
Oh, Russia fired drones.
And
Russia
they
fired
didn't.
drones.
It was Ukraine.
It was a U.S.-made drone that tried to start WW3.
Right.
And once again, it's a U.S. 2 drones that tried to start WW3.
Well,
so we responded with a $10 million Patriot missile to knock down a $20 drone. Well, a $100 drone.
Whatever. So,
And you ever seen a missile after it blows up?
no, I haven't.
There ain't a piece bigger than this. So when they say, we put the missile back together, they're lying like a sucker. When one of them drones explode, there's itty bitty pieces of plastic all over the place. When a 155 round explodes in front of your face, happened, there ain't nothing bigger than a little pebble. These things demolish things.
Oh, they vaporize, don't they?
They just, there's little bitty pieces of plastic left.
Well, now, and so now there was no one hurt.
No.
And there was no deaths. No one was hurt. It's just somebody out there flopping their mouth saying this.
Russia's drones don't have that range.
Well,
the Shahed H or whatever they're using don't have the range. They couldn't have entered Poland. So they're saying, we're like little children. I'll tell you what, France is sent the president who appointed a new prime minister. The president appointed a prime minister.
Is that the 8th in a year and a half?
5th in a year and a half. Yeah. The president's not allowed to appoint a prime minister. We now have a dictatorship in France that sent all the hospitals a letter that said, prepare for war. You're going to get 10 to 50,000 casualties come the 1st of March.
Yeah, when they can't pay their bills, what do?
Take it to WAR.
Yeah, so here we are.
Anyway, God bless. Thank you very much. Prepare for hyperinflation. You know, there's a reason we talk about gold and silver, because it goes up with inflation. There's a reason we talk about Simply Clean Foods and Amos Miller, because Simply Clean Foods has pretty well capped the price on food as all the grocery stores are skyrocketing. There's a reason we talk about Amos, because the doctors right now, and get the tea, because the doctors, they don't have a way to help you. They don't have the money anymore. God bless. Thank you very much, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.